place we went to and just outside of Three Hills. So I don't know what kind of footage I'll have. Maybe I'll take a little bit, just montage of boom, boom, boom. And then I'm thinking I want to stop by the Hudson shop and do like Cabover updating. Not that there probably nothing's happened to the Freightliner, I can guarantee that. But he's got an international, like in the 80s, I think. I can't say for sure what year it was. COVID. Still got it. Just kidding. 400 big cab inside that international Cabover he's got, and I haven't seen it. He had it before we went to Trail and picked up that other Freightliner. He was like, oh, I just needed a Cabover for moving grain bins because he wanted a shorter truck. I'm like, dude, when we picked up that Cabover and I paced it all out, I'm like, it's only a meter shorter. You're not really gaining anything. But I get it. I think he just wanted a Cabover, and then he wanted another Cabover, which I could totally appreciate that. I don't have a problem supporting having lots of trucks, because he's the kind of friend that would be like, oh yeah, come on down, you can drive whatever you want kind of guy. And the near future might be even throwing down a little bit at Hudson's, you know, in the future would be nice. I don't know if I want to drive Cabover, especially a spring ride Cabover. I'm not really into that. He's been spring riding it since he left well, even his truck at Road Train, his wheeler truck, I'll insert picture, it was the truck he drove, and he that was Super Duty spring ride and short C500 with the turning radius of a Honda Civic. Was awesome. I love driving that truck, but I hated driving it empty. It was super fucking rough. And but it was an ultra cool truck. It was a man's truck for sure. So, and then his other truck is spring ride, but it's long. The Canadiana I drove there, spring ride and short. So that one was rough too, empty. And that Cabover we bought, spring ride, I'm like, we need to do a half frame and put something underneath the back of this. Anything. But I think he had something. I thought he had a halfer of some sort that he bought for something else. And then I seen some 3408s at the auction the other day. I was like, oh, transplant 3408, the 10 speed. Ugh. I was like, we need 3408 and a 10 speed and a 4 speed, and we're straight money. I'll even do 6 and 4 really, but that's a little more nostalgic. I've never had a 6 and a 4 myself, and I think I would love to have one. I'm just figuring out the process to get one. He's got that yellow truck also, which is like a 68 or 67 Kenworth that someone recently stole a bunch of the emblems off of. Super sad about that, but it's a high theft area. I'm like, dude, it's only a matter of time. You should take those off. I told him, I'm like, you should take those off and put them on Killer or something. And just, the guy's so busy, he never gets anything done. When I would used to help him out in the springtime and during recessions, and I would just try to make his life easier by doing the things he could never do. And like, I painted a few of the trucks, organized the man cave, we call it. We had a side shop, and it's just jam-packed with like his life, because he basically lived at the shop when he had a car shop, and now he just drives truck all the time. So it's just, everybody just piles stuff in the man cave all the time. And then, like, I had it all cleaned out enough so we could put 2 of the hoists that are sitting outside inside there, and then it never happened. So I got sad, and I was like, I'm not cleaning that one more time. We got like shelves to the ceiling halfway around the shop. Every time I make room, he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go buy some more stuff and fill it up with truck parts. I'm like, no, stop buying stuff. But he bought a bunch of old school stuff from Hacks. He's pretty close friends with Lawrence. Or they talk once in a while, right? So we've gotten a few things that were some old school stuff we needed. Neck extensions for tri-lows. And full length ones too, the full width of the trailer, which were rare because we would like have a scissor neck with no roll, flip over beaver or anything, and we're like, oh, we gotta lay down to load a tracked equipment. But if you have a narrow neck, it just quite doesn't fit. You can't straddle that neck extension. I've had one time I've had to use every block under the sun to get it on the trailer. I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. That is BS. But anyways, that's enough chitter chatter. Like shit. Into the shop, and we'll see what's in store for us today. Got one tag, taking out to a farmer somewhere by 3 Hills. Nuggets. Shit nuggets got passed. Look at my fuel straps. I already checked the oil yesterday. It's just below full. We'll be good for today. Look at this. One of the subscribers, Cody, brought me one lunch kit, some other goodies, and some hats. Works for Gibson's, now owned by Trimac. Thanks for that. 2 pairs. We won't need 2 pairs today, but always keep a spare set in the truck. Small bunk life. Everything's gonna fall out. Yep. Interlock. Likes to do that while it's cold, but once it warms up, it's fun. Look, perfect timing. Oh, I just throw these on the floor. They're pretty nasty. Yeah, okay. Just touch them. Oh yeah, I do that right for sure. Thank you. Thanks. Always parked into the sun. God damn it, I can't reach that. Think of if I had a big bunk, I would have to take off everything so I could get back there. Made my formal complaint about the AC the other day. When I was out working, went flat. We've recharged it, I think, 3 times now. I'm like, dude, are we gonna keep wasting time and Freon, or what's the scoop here? So we had a guy that we would use at Road Train, Puller, and his name was Pat. He's gone out on his own, and actually our mechanic knows him pretty well too. So I was like, dude, let's call hot and cold. Actually, Blaine at Road Train was like, told me that he went out on his own and has his own company now. I'm like, awesome. So that guy did phenomenal work all the time at Road Train. We would like see him way late. If I had an AC problem, dude, and I came in at like midnight or whatever, he was on it and fixed it. But obviously he was saving up to start his own company then. Oh, I need a brush to get in there. And yeah, so he's gonna come and check that out tonight. Dude, the mechanic just phoned him right now, 8:15, and he's like, yeah, I'll be there tonight. I'm like, oh, so awesome. That's the kind of quality workmanship a guy needs. And I think this spray 9 glass cleaner is garbage. Leaves no streaks. If you guys see those streaks, like look. That's a streak for sure, yeah. So I gotta go over it, collect all the dust, which you guys know I just had this thing spotless, but then had a shit fest. I need better detailing stuff. I need to look on Amazon for better quality. These microfibers usually work pretty good. This one's probably dirty. I had bought a new one, but it's got too much polyester, I think, in it, and it just smears, but I'm seeing the same thing here. I used to always have a gunk glass cleaner, which that shit is thebomb.com. That's all we had at Road Train. Just constant battle of dust, I said, on this truck. I hate it. Hate dusting. Or I hate having dust. Let's just say that. Well, here comes the boss. I gotta shed some weight here. It's dried up enough. It's gonna be raining mud everywhere. Scratching the paint. Oh yeah. Hey, when's the last time you checked your hubs? I see they're not clean, so there's no way you checked them today. I'm like, yeah, I was up before the sun. Use flashlight. My lights being shitty? They are. different place. We'll do the bill and we'll get going. But it's close to the same area. So yeah, good thing I started making footage. Oh, look at that tub over there. That would be a good homemade hot tub. It looks like it's got seats on each corner. I need to find one like that. Brawler. No, it was bad, so I made lots of ruts. Nothing serious, but there is ruts. Perfect. What's going on? Turn the radio down.
For expert residential electrical service and repair that will surpass expectations. Electric.ca.
Heard talk about they're gonna ban these. It'd be awesome because I got a neighbor that goes to town for like 2 hours. What is going on in here? Oh, we got some rear frame. I think they were doing this last time I was here because Buddy had this was just square before, and he had his pump for his tank for around the farm. Look at that. It's almost ready for the road. That is baby death. Boss must be out. Maybe he's next door. Yummy. I said I was cleaning this up. It looks pretty clean. 3 people died in a house fire. That's rough. Oh yeah, let's get some more lights. Where's the light switch in here? It's been a while since I've been in here. And then there's that one too, we'll get to that. Oh, we're going mining? Sick. I told him, I'm like, dude, you can get this stuff for covering up heavy equipment windows and stuff because you can pretty much put your bungee wherever you need it. You're not always fighting with an eyelet. Oh yeah, that's right. Whoa. That's right, he said he had a power or an air window issue and it was stuck down a little bit. Oh, don't slam it too hard then. Look at that, it's like new. What? My squaw. Whoa. Upgrades. You can tell it's been spraying Croil on there. Must have been fighting with those. Oh yeah. It's even got the manual. It's pretty much toast, but operating instructions for hydraulic cab. That's the worst place to leave the can of eat. Yep. I did one time had a can of ether underneath remove tray. And sat down. Oh. Must be working on the clutch linkage too. Smells better than some of the ones I was at the auction. This seat's pretty decent. Pretty soon we'll have a winch on the back of this. Going to town. He's been doing some cleaning, that's for sure. Of course he would. He's like a clean Nazi. Boop, boop. Never seen that style before. Can't see what it says on the top because it's kind of corroded. How do I look? It's too bad it didn't have the overhead console and the AC. How do we get out of this thing without dying? Whoa, foot on the tire. I'm an old pro. I'm sure that heater works. Tilting instructions are right there. He said the inside of the cylinder. Uh-oh. That might need a little bit of work. Oh, he's already got tire chains for it. He said he had the cylinder apart, or he was afraid that the inside of it was so pitted that it wasn't gonna be fixable. He was talking about taking it apart, JB welding the inside, and then kind of honing it to make it work. I don't know if they're hard to find, those kind of cylinders, because it's got to work both ways, right? It's got to work up and it's got to work down because it folds like, well, you've seen the picture. It's like 90 degrees. Should we fire it up? Fill this shop with smoke, we'd die. So that's a bit of an update on that. And then this stubby one over here, he bought this one before we had that. He had big plans for this one. Oh, he's got a big fat muffler on it. This one's got a 400 big cam. That's a 6V92 silver. So turbo and supercharged V6. I think it's only got like 265 horse. This one's in really good shape, frame-wise. Oh, he's got the jack all. So this one's got issues too. Yeah. I only had one or two trucks. Road Train had the farm truck that I used once in a while. It was a 400 big cam. It was fun. We pulled Super Bees with it, with grain, when I had some spare time. This one's got a pretty big bump on it too. Decent. I want to go inside. Oh, hiccups. And then one back truck I had a 400 big cam. And then my dad's work had a bunch of them too. So I remember the smoke fest when he'd fire them up on cold mornings. They were all parked inside, but it wasn't. Must be doing a remodel. Look at this little guy. He loves his little forklifts. Vintage forklifts. What's up with that? Oh, yeah. So, with the engine I was looking at in the auction in that truck, that older one, didn't look like this one at all, so maybe it was a cat, not a Cummins. I need a ladder or something. There's one. Are you guys ready? I have personally never seen the inside of an International Cabover, ever. We said this one was in such good shape, you couldn't pass up on it. Whoa, look at that shifter. That would be weird, period. What's it got on it? 639,000 original. It's never been around. It's all blue. That looks like an air ride seat over there. It's in pretty good shape. That's what he said. He's like, it's in really good shape. For what, I don't know what year. It's all pretty wore out from the guy taking care of it. 9670C is the model in felt marker there. That's pretty cool. It's got big windows. Oh, what transmission? Oh. It's got that weird like 9-speed with an overdrive. Is that what I'm seeing there? Comment below because I'm retarded and I don't know old transmissions. Performance 9-speed. Shit, yeah. Who can't get behind performance parts? And a 400 big cam. This thing must be a race truck. Looks like it had a pretty bad muffler for quite a while. That one's pretty ratched. Oh, didn't see that. How do you do that? And then, yeah, it's got air ride. It's like Peterbilt-ish. That's a little wore out though. That's gonna need replacing before we take it on a road trip. Must have wore that bushing right out of there. Tell by the way it's sitting all crooked that it's been probably punched out for a while. Leveling valves. Oh, that bag is all beat and cracked. Snyder tanks. Buffalo, New York. It's made in the USA. It's got some sweet new exhaust anyways. So like put this motor in the other truck. He wants to sell it. Actually, if anybody's looking, I remember now, yeah, he said he wanted to sell this one. Which, I don't know, that one's kind of rough. It's good for its year, but this is way better for its year. But you're not as cool driving around in an International versus a Freightliner. Paint job's cooler on that too. Oh, look, it's a little baby engine. Well, I wonder if the boss is around. Maybe he's in auto parts, fixing cars next shop over. Wagons. Subaru. That's mine. It's not broken. I was thinking about getting something like this. That's nice too. What's this? M1? M3. It's just the 335. If you need grain bins moved, we got covered too. It's pretty busy doing that actually. Forklift extension, high miler pilot car. The Peterbilt and the Canadiana. We're polishing this so it doesn't dry out and die. Is there a winch? No, there's no winch. Of course not. The winch is over there. Both the winches, actually. Painted this frame like, I don't even know, 5 years ago for him. Painted that red C500's frame and bumper too. Headache rack. Spent a lot of time in this old girl. Where I got mad and I was like, I'm tired of driving this thing. This thing is rough and it's killing my... The problem with this one is they put the auxiliary where the winch is supposed to be. Probably locked. I could have got the key, but... So, your 10 speed's out front. And then the winch is in the middle. And the auxiliary is at the back. So, reaching behind me all the time is always I gave him all those extensions too. It's all chromed out. It's in really good shape actually, but I got mad because I'm like, for starters there was not that much leg room, and always reaching like almost behind me to shift the auxiliary all the time. And in a 10 and a 4, you're always shifting the auxiliary 4th to 3rd, then the main. You're always back and forth from like a 3rd and 4th on the highway. And then when you get off, like if you're on location and stuff, you would be like 2nd, go through your gears, kind of cruising between 2nd and 3rd. But yeah, I kept it pretty good. This one's got Jakes and the hydraulic trans brake. I kept it pretty painted up, and I would polish it all the time. Just go over it once in a while, hand polish. And then we had this nice satin primer that we always just it's good. We picked up that Peterbilt from Grand Prairie Ritchie Bros. This used to be a house moving truck out of Calgary. They still exist today in this color. Every time I see it, I'm like, is that a road train truck? I'm like, no. It's pretty close, except for Road Train had dark blue fenders. And this one's got an N14, 18 speed, full lockers, air ride. This is the truck you should be driving, but he's not. I'm like, dude, this one needs to be on the road out of all of them. He's just driving around in that LW 924 day cab with a 400 cat with just a retarder. That one's 4 1/4. This one's a little bit better power, but it's rough. The LW is a little bit longer, so it's a little bit smoother, and the suspension isn't as hardcore as this one. And of course this one's plush, but bought it, ripped it all apart because he had big plans. He did spend a lot of money and touching up a lot of stuff, and I think he even got a brand new bumper put on that too. Life at Hudson's. Like, dude, you need to buy some like newer trucks and I'll come drive them. I don't know if I could carry a YouTube channel on a Peterbilt like that. It's not a bad truck. I do miss having an N14. They're kind of fun to drive. Maybe someone stole all the emblems. So this suit, that limmer and this hoe needs to go to Alaska. It's been here for like 2 years. Play that funky music, white boy. I think that, I don't know what he's doing with that other thing. Long box pilot car too. Another 5.9. It's the car shop. There's the army truck. Always something cool around there. Wife's turned my office into a greenhouse and a cat sanctuary. What are you doing? This guy with all his toes. Anyway, look. I didn't even notice it had his name on it. I met Cody the other day and we exchanged some stuff. He's like, oh, I got some stuff for you. And I was like, oh, sweet. Some Trimac. He works for Gibson's, but Trimac bought out Gibson's. I can go hunt. Now I have a hunting hat. Yeah. Emphasizing on me drinking. Oh, what? Sweet. Hot diggity. That'll fit in my arsenal of well, my I go to work bag. And a collection of pens. What's in here? Just kidding. Oh no, the knife fell inside. There was one more to go yet. What if it's drugs? What if it's anthrax? I better look first before I show the world. Oh, what? God. Oh, that's big, dude. Dude, that might have been just the little extra I was looking for, actually. This is the one I used. Got an owl on it. Look at that. That's one hell of a subscriber, I'll tell you that.